apparently, there we go. No, I can't. I can't do it. But anyways, we're apparently 4 minutes into the game already. So it seems like there. That's not what I wanted to go to. No, give me 1 second. I'm gonna have to switch back out again because this thing is being difficult. So apparently, there is no delay, even though we have a 3-minute spectator delay, is what I'm hearing. So we'll see what happens. Already have the bomb turret already going down for Cloud9 here. In the meantime, there's a 3-man push on the top side as well. So they're both going to be trading these top 2 turrets, it seems.
Yeah, they actually like did another lane swap. Like Malphite went bottom lane against 2, and Jax when like top lane against 2 is like a favorable matchup for Malphite, most likely, because Malphite, even though like he has no farm, is fine, because all Malphite like utility is his ultimate and his C to like reduce attack speed of like probably Sivir and Jax, but Jax actually needs a lot of farm to be useful. At this point we're watching like second tower by OMG taken down. At this point it's a really good push that they are doing right now here.
Meantime, Cloud9 going for the same thing here. They're going to be a little bit slower than their counterparts at the moment. Are they going to continue to push is the question I have, and it looks like they're going to continue to do the same here. It looks like they're going for a very quick game here, and right now they're going to get some really good damage on this inhibitor turret. They could potentially pick this up here if no one goes back to help them. I mean, if you think about it, Malphite has a little bit better wave clear than Jax at this point, even though it's obviously not the greatest. It looks like they will get some good damage onto it, but Ku will be backing away. No, he's actually going to interrupt it, and they're going to continue to shove on here. Or no, they're going to back away too, because they want to.
It's actually interesting, like, what happened this game. They trade both towers. The only good thing from C9 was the early aggression on Malphite, that they got the first blood there into Sivir. So Jarnan is actually like ahead of Lucian by 1 kill and 6 minions. But the only problem is like this scenario is pretty good for a 6, because Natalie can't really do anything against 6 like early game. Probably he needs some early pressure from Ku, but in the moment they do like this 3 men pushing bottom and 3 men pushing top lane, Lee's not gonna help Natalie. At this point, Natalie is getting like behind 6, and she's getting really ahead and can really like punish Natalie at this point.
And the real question I have is when it comes to Jax versus Malphite down the top lane, where Malphite's had to overextend really far if he wants to get any farm here. Same thing though bottom lane, is that the bottom lane currently of Cloud9 has to extend very far if they want to get any farm too, unless they want to wait for it to shove up here, which to me is like, hey, let's go for some objectives, because once we shove the lane in, we have the ability to take them. Well, you see Kinetaro does get shoved away from bottom. I was going for potentially a gank right there, but Dragon's still currently up right now. Jax continue to farm away here, currently 24 to 16, as we're going to actually see Alchemist pick up his double golems here.
It's gonna be interesting right now, because OMG is trying to push this first tower on bottom lane, but I don't think they can really push Sivir Leona, while Lee is trying most likely to move mid lane to help Natalie.
Alright, well, let's check in with Ku, see where he is going here. He's currently level 5 to level 4 of Kinetaro. Looks like he potentially wants to come in for a gank here, but obviously, as we can tell, there will be a ward to spot him coming in. Meantime, top side, a big wave pushing in. Odo
is so much farm that Malphite is gonna get.
Yeah, he's not shoving it in either. I mean, he's just last hit. He's not trying to shove it. Trying to get as much damage onto those minions as he possibly can, and he'll actually continue to be pushed up here because they know where Kinetaro just was.
This is good for Malphite. He's gonna get a lot of farm here, and potentially gonna be really strong against Jax.
Let's see if he can pick most of it up here. He's gonna miss out a couple, but that's just about it. And just have that chain vest, so we'll see how this matchup does go here on the top side, as he is level 6, so he does have that level advantage. But we'll see how it works out here. Bottom lane, well, it seems like the game's going back to normal at the moment, even though we're missing currently 2 turrets for each side, only in 1 lane apiece. And we'll see which team's gonna come out ahead. Currently 52 to 50 CS in the bottom lane. Pretty much dead even. Mid lane, pretty much even as well in terms of items. However, Ziggs does have that 80 to 58 CS lead here. And the jungle, pretty much similar as well, except Kinetaro does have, obviously, those boots ahead of his opponent.
Yeah, big difference probably Sivir, because Sivir has already, like, BF. In the opposite, like, Lucian has Vampiric Scepter and boots. So Sivir is actually ahead, but they're not, like, using that like, aggression. Like, they could be really aggressive against Thresh Lucian, but they're just, like, playing this free farm lane.
Why is Odo pushed this far when he doesn't have any vision? I'm actually really confused right now, because obviously all it takes is 1 Malphite ultimate. Obviously he doesn't have the mana just yet. He's gonna have it up here in just a second.
The thing is, like, Jazz has probably like the trinket, not yet, sorry, but he has like flash, he has the Q to jump on the minions, so he's actually pretty safe somehow saying. Nope, he's dead completely. He actually stun bows, but there's no way he can survive that, and there's a kill for Kinetaro.
It seems like a major misplay, but in the meantime, you see Cloud9 go for a straight push on this middle turret. They're looking to pick one up for themselves. Ku, he's actually really low. I'm not sure what happened with him, but I guess that was due to the kill they got on Ziggs here. And there's already pings going down on that dragon. Looks like they potentially want to go for it, but they don't have anyone to really tank it yet. It's going to have to be Voidal. And you do see right now Chewed over towards the bottom lane, pushing that one in here. So we have another turret go in favor of Cloud9 here, 3-2. Chewed looking to get some damage onto this one as well here to respond. It's just an interesting game so far.
This has been like pushing like 3-man pushing every single lane and just getting like 3 towers everywhere. I think this is like favorable for C9 because they are actually getting the towers, and late game they have such a strong comp. The only problem is gonna be if Malphite keep getting like these kills on Jax, because it's actually pretty easy to kill Jax if he's so overextend with Kha'Zix, and if Kha'Zix and Malphite start getting kills, they will be so strong that I don't think C9 can never stop them.
Well, let's see, Odo looks like he's trying to freeze a lane here, and he actually will be able to do it a little bit successfully, and that does force Malphite to roam around. And this is where I always wonder is, you know, I'm assuming Alchemist sees that he's getting frozen out, and they immediately just go for Dragon instead. They turn and burn straight for that. And I would imagine that maybe push on the middle right after would be a key component here, because he's going to have his ultimate up here in 40 seconds. We'll be able to go straight for it here. There's going to be a word on it, obviously, for Cloud9. With all 5 people there, Ku has to be crazy if he wants to go in for this.
I don't think he's going to even try to go.
What?
And he got it!
Okay. So he steals it away and manages to pick that up, secures it for themselves, and stops that 5-man push here. And it allows, obviously, Odo to keep farming this top lane, keep frozen up here, and give him a little bit of extra gold. He's currently sitting at, let's just call it 100 gold lead over his opponent at the moment, but he's a lot of farm here to take, and he's freezing it to his best ability as well on top of that here. So now about 11 minutes in, 2-1, and currently a 2.2 thousand gold lead for the side of Cloud9.
That was a pretty misplay by Kentaro. Bane Kha'Zix, having like Drake isolated every second, you can't let a lead without even like Q. Like he is like double Qing.
Ooh, Malphite, he goes for the ultimate, but he actually gets flashed out of it by Hajarn, and he will unfortunately have that now off cooldown as well as his flash. So that was a little bit, wasn't a mistake, but a great reaction coming out of Cloud9. So they stopped that one. Odo still freezing the lane here, getting so much farm. And how do you stop this from happening as your OMG? Do you group up and push for a turret somewhere else, or do you try to shove the lane in, not allowing Odo to pull this off?
You can do like one of those options. For me, like the best option with Malphite is just like group on another lane and try to dive, because Malphite is perfect for diving. So you just like go mid lane, and Nelly has 0 lane clear. Like there's nothing he can do. Only like Sivir has wave clear of that team, so he can actually potentially just dive them.
Oh wow, we do see Ku going straight on a shadow, looking for the kill here, or I guess that's that Hawkton is. It does get taken down here. Alchemist down to 1v2, and not back away, and Cloud9 will be able to lengthen their lead here 3-1 now. And easy pick up that kill. In the meantime, we do see Kha'Zix going in on to Forbidden, but it's in Italy, going to be really hard to stop, especially when Malphite unfortunately doesn't have the ultimate up. Meantime, bottom lane though, Chewed being forced back here as the Jarman and Voidal are chasing them down here. There's 2 turrets for them to not actually have in the way. So they do have Voidal. They actually engage on a full. He does go down. And that secures now a 4-1 lead here. And Voidal, he doesn't look like he's done. Oh, no, that's wrong mouse button. Doesn't look like he's done just yet. We'll back away instead. And that will be another kill secured. So a little of extra gold income. And now Jarnan has been able to build up a lead in the bottom lane and see us. Or will actually after this wave or two.
Well, that BF, that early kill, that early push from C9 make like Jarnan to be ahead with that with the BF. So right now, I believe move from bottom lane to other lane just to push and get more towers. Because it's the objective of Sivir right now.
Seeing the spears do some really good damage to Kentaro right there. It does connect with them. It's in Holy Grail now done for Viven. And Vodo now visiting this middle lane, looking to maybe make something happen. It just seems like both teams are trying to find their way back into game. I mean, Cloud9's been doing a fantastic job of it so far in terms of picking up a lot of kills. Jax, who's been very quiet the past 2 minutes because he's been freezing the lane, now has a 40 CS lead, and that's going to extend even further. And you see Alchemist realizing that, going to be towards the top side to stop that, or at least shut the lane back out. And you think he's going to try freezing the lane, or you think he's going to shove it right away and then try to go for these team fights yet again, which unfortunately they just seem really to be losing. Going to go straight into Kentaro, look for the kill. Does get healed up as well, but he will go down to Ignite. Now looking for full here. He's going to get kicked back. He's going to drop as well. That's another 2 kills coming in for Cloud9 here, only 13.5 minutes in. And now they're looking for the top lane. They're looking for Alchemist here, and this could be very dangerous for him.
He has no ultimately, he has no flash, so I don't think they can really kill him. But still, like, applying some pressure will make like Malphite to start missing like CS and tower, and that will be good for C9. The thing right now is kind of interesting how Leona Voidal, every single game, he's rushing that fountain item. every single game. It's the second game that he is straight went for that. Oh my god. That was close.
Hit on the backside, and when you're wearing a bomb as a backpack, that's really dangerous. But
That was close.
very close, and Forbidden starting to do some really good damage. Has that blue buff on him, obviously here. Gonna get some even more damage onto Fool. And also, Jarn can even go for a little bit of counter jungling himself and go back to shove the bomb lane. So they're controlling the farm pretty damn well at this point, and they're building up a substantial lead to 23.5 to, let's just call it 19, 4,000 so far. And they're showing no signs of stopping right now, as, you know, Kentaro, this is what we saw in the first game, I want to say, is that when you get him in a situation he's not comfortable with, he seems to struggle.
Yeah, completely agree with that. Like, last game, they were ahead, and he was playing perfectly, but right now, like, he seems to be a bit lost in the map.
Yeah, just a little bit here, and we do see we're being stolen away, and this is exactly what we saw Cloud9 do previously. Stole away pretty much every single red buff after that first one, and he will maintain it here. Now he's going in onto Shadow and the Kentaro here. Has a red buff ultimate going to find Leona. Going to actually lock down Shadow. He's going to get shit out. He's going to get taken out. Kentaro, he's most certainly going to drop. That's Voidal picking up his first of the game here, and now they're looking for another man. The Spirit, unfortunately, not going to connect. Forbidden might be able to get one more off around the corner, and it will connect, but won't have the backup of anyone else. And meantime, Jarn, more than happy to push this turret. More happy to get some free damage onto it. He has his ultimate up here in just a few seconds, and he probably could shoot up 1v1 if he didn't land that blade, or that boomerang blade here, but Fool coming around the corner, we'll be able to stop that one, and we'll get some good damage onto the turret either way.
Yeah, they played really good. Like, this C9 made in top lane, and this Silver split pushing bottom, getting all the farm, getting even like tower hits. They're playing pretty good, these rotations.
And look at that CS difference between Odo and Alchemist, 113 to 58.
That's a big difference.
Yeah, you were talking about Jackson needing farm, and you know Malphite doesn't really need it as much because he has utility, but it's starting to get out of hand, I want to say, because of that Blade of the Rune King that's now done. Odo should easily be able to take Alchemist on 1v1.
Yep. That's the problem with Jax. Like, people is calling Malphite a counter to Jax, but at this point, Jax can just like destroy Malphite, like a straight 1v1. I don't know why he's even backing. Like, if you go like fully in on Malphite, there's nothing Malphite can do against you.
The thing was, like, when Malphite was such a well-played champion, that's back at IPL 4, if I'm not mistaken. Back in Las Vegas, because everyone seemed to play him against Jax in the top lane. And then, that was before Blade of the Rune King was in the game, though.
I don't remember that. Probably.
Fool gonna get caught up, gonna get killed again here. And they will back away, probably pick up the dragon right off this, but that was before Blade of the Rune King was in the game. That was back in Season 2. Oh! That's gonna connect.
That was close as well.
Getting very low, and I guess that Blade of the Rune King and the Master Chiefs did help change things around here. But in the meantime, Jax able to shove Alchemist out here, and right now it seems like Cloud9 have full control of this game. They're pretty much going exactly where they please, and this gold gap is just continuing to grow right now. It's gonna hit about to 7,000 to 8,000 now. And you see Malphite finally picking up his Sunfire Cape, but is it really gonna be enough to stop Ku, who went into a Brutalizer here as a second item?
It's interesting. Like, in the moment you're snowballing with Lee, it's actually good to go for the damage, but it's quite interesting to see how C9 dominate completely the first game. Then it was like OMG dominating as blue side, and now it's C9 doing the same. Like, there's not really like even match on this series.
It seems like both teams have just capitalized off of another team's mistake.
Yeah, pretty much.
In game 2, it was Forbidden getting killed 1v1 against Hawkton, and now I mean I don't know where the mistake really came in, but the thing is, they were, if you think about it, they were pushed into their inhibitor turret in the first 4.5 minutes.
And then they let all of them just like
freeze.
Yeah. And they didn't get anything from that. Like, Malphite tried to go bottom lane, they didn't get a kill. And then probably for me the biggest mistake was the Drake. They didn't do Drake, only just doubled you in, steal it with all this might, don't even like a single spell. That's actually a big mistake of Kha'Zix. And at that point I think they started snowballing.
Yeah, they definitely did. And right now, as we're hitting that 18-minute mark, 93 in kills. And that 7,000 gold lead is holding strong right now, and we do see Jax continue to form up. Still has double the CS of Alchemist right now, 131 to 67. He's showing honestly no signs of stopping. You know, for Bivin, who had a tough time in the beginning, he's dead even CS compared to Shadow Hawkton, and we've seen the bot lane Hajarn. You know, even though he's had all this time to free farm quite a bit here, you do see Chewd still getting a lot of farm. And it seemed to be channeling a lot of farm into him now instead of giving those over to Shadow.
Yeah, except of 6, the rest of the lane are just like winning on farm. Like, even bottom lane is only like 10 minions ahead. You have to like remind that they have Face of the Mountain. They have so much like last hits on Leona. So that's goal for Sivir. So they pretty much top lane is 70 minions ahead, and bottom lane is probably like 40 minions ahead as well. So they are really headed on a straight 1v1, 2v2.
What is Voidal doing? Going to 1v5. He does dodge the hook, though. It looks like he will be able to retreat back to Q and retreat back to Severe, and he does force, I guess, a flash or two out of there. And I'm not sure why he's there all by himself, but either way, it does allow Odo to continue to push his top lane. He's going to be able to get this turret down on this go, unless Alchemist doesn't back, which I'm assuming he can even kill him under the turret anyways, as he does have his Ignite up and his Blade of the Rune King active. We'll find out here, is he just going to hit the turret? That's one of the most satisfying sounds to a League of Legends player if you are Joe Miller, and Alchemist is going to go down. He didn't even get his ultimate off. That might have actually killed Odo if he got his ultimate off on that one.
Probably, I don't know if he had mana.
That is a good point. You actually might be able to let me know on that one. But either way, we do see another kill. Q pick up the kill to Shadow. Q still might go down, but he does get healed up, goes back in, picks up a double kill. And now Forbidden and Hajar chasing down Fool here and shoot him. They do pull in the Cougar, but honestly, that's not the person you want to pull in. His spear does land. Forbidden picks up another one, and now Fool all by himself gets hit with another spear. But he will back off, and Hajarman and obviously Forbidden going to be going for, actually did a flash spear right there, but unfortunately didn't land. Going to be able to get in this turret. They're going to pick up the one top, they're going to pick up the one middle, and they're going to snowball this lead to over 10,000 gold now, 20 minutes in. This is the exact replica of game number 1 that we saw.
It's pretty much, I don't know why, but every blue side we saw so far today is just a stomp. Like blue side is stomping red side, and it's from different teams. It's just like, I don't get how like C9 got such a good game first game, then they just throw it. Like second game they played really bad, and that's the surrender. All
right, so that means Cloud9 going to be winning their first match of the day and winning their round of 8 match. We'll be advancing on in the semifinals, which will be played tomorrow with obviously both of us here casting. Actually, we'll be starting a little bit earlier on than it did today. But that means we're going to be going into the other half of the bracket here. But again, fantastic job. I mean, the kills weren't even like really stacked. It was 1-1 Jax, but he had 160 farm to 80. Then you had a 615 coup on Lee Sin, which obviously speaks for itself. 305 for Nidalee, 207 for Severe, and 1-1-6 for Voidal. So fantastic game played overall. They did a great job, and I don't know what there is to say. Do you have anything else to say to that? I mean, it was just.
I think this game was just like the rotations C9 did, and then the Drake is still by Q, and how Odom just freeze top lane. That was pretty much the game. Like in the moment he started freezing, they could not contest that freeze OMG, and Q just still in Drake was pretty much game for me.
All right, well, we do have the brackets updated for you guys at home just to show you who will be coming up tomorrow. We have Free Agents actually pick up the win over HWA as they beat World just a little bit earlier on. So they will be playing against Cloud9 here in the semifinal, which will be tomorrow. But now we're actually going to be heading down towards the bottom side of the bracket. We're going to be doing Tick, Trick. Wait, no, we're not doing that. Are we doing that game? I believe we are actually doing that game. Tick, Trick, and Duck versus Kimonacy here. And then we'll be doing the next semifinal or quarterfinal, sorry, which will be a best of 3 between them and Dark Passage. So guys, we're going to go a little bit of a break, but when we come back, we're going to have Tick, Trick, and Duck going up against Kimonacy. Don't go anywhere.